Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. My name is Sean. This is UCM Pigs, and today we're going to be doing another upgrade to my 2016 Ultra Classic. But before we get started, let me remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always on my channel, if you don't feel like typing words, just leave me an emoji. Let me know that you were here. I would greatly appreciate that. So I'm going to be adding another part to my bike, and what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be replacing something that's already on it. So if you follow the channel for some time, you know I've done some modifications to my bike. It is a 2016 Ultra. When I purchased it, it was bone stock. Not going to go into all the details, but we've done a lot to it. I've removed some stuff, I've added some stuff to kind of customize the bike to make it mine and give it really actually more of a street glide look, kind of getting away from the Ultra, keeping the things that I like, but getting rid of some of the stuff that I don't like, some of the geezer glide aspects of this bike. So today I'm going to be replacing my crash bars. So I have a set of crash bars on here, might put some B-roll in here or a picture, but it's your standard stock engine guard, crash bars, whatever you want to call them, on the front of the bike, and it does have the hard lowers. Now, this is kind of one of those situations where I had to put some thought in. I do like my hard lowers, but you know, this is more of an aesthetic thing. I know there's a lot of pluses to having a set of hard lowers, but I kind of want to get rid of them and go with a more of a street glide, aggressive look when it comes to the engine guard. So I'm going to be replacing it with a new engine guard, and this is from a company. Now, this company has multiple names or websites, if you will. It is a company out of China. It's Psych Parts is the big label. Then they have three other websites under them. This one here, which is the I think it's the MokitDora. They have a lot of Harley Davidson aftermarket parts. There's another one called Lionsgate and another one called Plug and Play. They all fall under that Psych Parts conglomerate, if you will. They reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to select something from their website. I went and took a look, and I picked this highway bar. So inside the box, they did provide me a brochure. It has a lot of accessories that they provide from Harley Davidson, or for Harley Davidson's, everything from handlebars to backrest, to docking hardware, to luggage racks. They have seats. They have brake rotors. So I don't know about the quality of all these. I will tell you what I've dealt with these highway bars. This is my second set. Again, here we go with total transparency. Transparency? Yeah. They sent me a set initially. I was not pleased with them. I was not pleased with the quality of them. There was a lot of rust internal, and it was coming out of the bars. Some of the welds just looked sloppy to me. So I reached out to them and let them know, hey, I appreciate you sending me this product. It's not at the quality that I want to put on my bike. Yeah, my bike is not a show bike, but I just didn't want something like that. Asked them if they'd like me to ship it back to them, and then just leave it at that. And they insisted, they sent me an email back, and they actually halted production, which I thought was pretty cool. They went and did some QA, and they decided that I may have just got a one-off. I don't know what it was, and they asked if they could send me another set and for me just to dispose of the old ones. So that's what I'm going to do. The other ones have gone in the trash, and I've got this one now. I have opened the box. I did want to give it a quick inspection, but not a complete unboxing, but I did give it a quick inspection. I didn't want to waste any more time, and I think this set's going to work. So let's pull these out. Let's take a look at them together, and then we're going to put these on the bike. I'm not going to do a uninstall, removing my old highway bar and lowers. That's not what this video is about. This video is about installing this product. So we're going to take a look at it. I'm going to get this stripped down, and then we'll go into installing this on the bike. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull these out, and they are packaged pretty good. Wrapped in a plastic bag here. Got some foam on there. There's nothing else in the box, which previous one, the hardware was rolling all around the box, so I think I just caught them on a bad day with that production run. I don't know, but we'll go ahead and get these out of the plastic and do a little closer inspection of them. So as I mentioned, we've got our hardware all over here in one bag. We'll go ahead and start removing some of this packaging, just being careful. I don't want to damage anything. So we'll get the hardware off and we'll start pulling some of this foam off. All right, so it did come with sliders for the ends of the bars, but this is your setup of the new highway bars. So they're kind of a T-type setup with the gliders or whatever you want to call them on the ends. Those are interchangeable. I could order another product from somewhere else, but it seems to be pretty cut and dry. There were not any installation instructions, but I think I can figure this out. We're gonna have some bolts here, we're gonna have some bolts down here, and of course bolts on the end to hold these sliders in place. So just giving it a quick once over, we'll pull these off so we can take a look at this chrome. And again, just looking at the welds, they are kind of rough. So they are some pretty rough welds here. I think they could have spent a little more time smoothing that out before they dipped it in chrome. Not a show bike. I'm going to go ahead and install it and we'll see how it wears, but that's the first thing I notice with this is the welds are not as nice as I would want them to be or what I'm used to dealing with Dominator and companies like that. They tend to have a little more pride, but I don't see the rusting that I was having problems. There was a lot of rust in here and here on the previous set and coming out of some of these weep holes. So I don't see that. So I don't see the problem with the rusting. So I feel comfortable with this. I think I'm going to go ahead and install this on the bike. All right, so I've got the old crash bar off. There it is right there. There are my old hard lowers. So let me give you a little breakdown here on the anatomy of this. So what we're going to be doing, the stock crash bar had a single mounting point up here at the top, and then it came down, if you envision the crash bar doing this, and then it bolted right there into the frame on either side using that hex 45 T45 hex right there. The new one is actually going to bolt a little further down here in the A-frame. You've got two threaded spots there. We're going to go ahead and get some bolts started in there. They'll rest in there, and then we'll use these stock bolts and reconnect it right down there. Should be pretty cut and dry. So just so you get what I'm saying, we're going to thread those two bolts in the top, let this rest on it, and then our stock bolts will go down here on either side of the bike directly into the frame. All right, I do stand corrected. I do have new bolts. They are Allen bolts. So the ones up here, the smaller ones, these are 3/16 Allen, and the larger ones are 7/32 Allen to go down here. So I will be putting a little blue thread lock on these bolts, and we'll go ahead and get these two smaller ones started. That way we can just rest that top of this right into here. So let's get these started up. And they do have a washer provided, so make sure you put the washer on the bolt. Little thread lock. And because these have never had anything ran in them, a little tight, but we're just going to get them started so we can rest those bars in place. I am being very careful with my fender. I had a blanket draped over it and it was really getting in my way, so I'm just going to be extremely careful around this fender. But if you're not that comfortable, you can always drape something over it. So now I'm going to take the new bars and just kind of get them in place here, being very careful of my fender. And they will just come up here and rest on these bolts. Make sure I'm in front of the washers, and I am. And we'll get these side bolts started as well. Again, provided washer, a little thread lock. We'll get these in place. And that's it. I'm going to go around and do the other one on the other side. Just loosely tightened up, and then we'll tighten down these 2 center bolts, and we'll move on to the sliders. All right, so I got the other bolt on the other side tightened up. These are just about tight here in the front. And that should do it right there. And, you know, you can look up torque specs for a highway bar, but I'm just going off my feel here. I do have Loctite in place. I can find the bolt. There we go. And those are pretty snug. So that is it. We're going to go ahead and move on to installing the sliders. All right, so install the sliders. We have the sliders right here. Supplied hardware, pre-Loctite with a washer. Goes right in there like that. And right on the end of the bar. We'll just get this started by hand. And then come in with a 5/16 Allen and snug these down. And we'll do the same for the other 3. All right, so we got this new crash guard on here, and I'm really pleased with the looks of it. Like I said, this bike's not a show bike, and as I mentioned, some of the welds were a little rough, but I mean, they don't look totally bad. But I think it looks pretty good overall on the bike. It cleans it up, gives it more of a modern look, kind of gets rid of some of that geezer glide look when it comes to the front of the bike. So I'm pleased with it. All right, y'all, so that is it for my new engine guard. Like I said, overall, I'm pretty well pleased with it. I think it came out really good. The install was actually very easy. Even with removing the old one, just a few bolts, it all came off, and then just 4 bolts and we're up and running. So go over and check out this company. Like I said, you could Google Psych Parts or this one other one, I'm butchering these names, I know I am, but the MokitDora. Like I said, they have several different accessories for Harley Davidsons. There's several different styles of engine guards, and the price point is pretty good. It is significantly lower than what you would pay with some of the larger companies that sell similar parts. And honestly, this setup here that I've got, it's pretty much almost identical on one of these larger companies. I'm not going to mention any names, but a lot of people push their products, and they are kind of known for selling Chinese products. So I'm pretty confident it might even be the same thing. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. So that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. Links will be in the description as always, so you can go over and check these things out. But might be worth your while if you're looking for some really inexpensive upgrades to your Harley Davidson. So until we talk again, you guys be careful. You guys be safe. Always keep your shiny side up. And we'll talk to you next time.